はじめまして。私は白銀。ターニャ・デグレチャウル。
They're banning my favorite psychotic lolly. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, we're going to talk about Tanya the Evil. Now, Tanya the Evil is a character from a Japanese anime about a Japanese salaryman. He's logical, he's smart, and he does his job. One day, the higher-ups tell him to fire someone, so he does. And that person begs him, please don't fire me. But he doesn't listen, he follows his orders, and he fires the man. Later on, the man pushes him, in an act of revenge, pushes him into an incoming train. Needless to say, this ends the man. However, something special happens. The wheel, Buddha, or perhaps somebody called Being X, decides to reincarnate him. He's wondering why the man has no faith, and thinks that perhaps struggling will make him believe. So he reincarnates him into an alternate universe. In this universe, and little Tanya here is forced into a fight. Every time it seems like his genius is winning, Being X throws him a curveball. Oh, and the important thing to know is that Tanya is born with the same mind of the Japanese salaryman. Ever since he was a baby, he has his full intelligence, his full thought functions, and he's fully aware of who he is, and he has his memories. Now, Anime NYC bans fascist cosplay of Tanya the Evil while promoting it on Twitter. So, I believe this is a con, or just a group, maybe, and they're banning Tanya because the show is too based. Everybody knows that Tanya is America's lolly, and she's going to de-import all the foreigners. No lie, this is actually a really good anime, and even based Baron Trump has seen it. What anime series did you finish so far? Baron Trump says, I've seen Cowboy Bebop, JoJo, Food Wars, and Tanya Evil. So even Baron Trump, our future overlord, our future emperor and leader of the great Trumpian empire, has watched the show and likes it. It's a show about the military, but they're calling it extreme, I guess. It's absolutely insane. You simply can't make this stuff up. Anime NYC has posted on the rules page that they're going to enforce a ban on cosplay that promotes hate groups and fascism, even purely fictitious organizations. One of the anime that is strictly forbidden to cosplay as Tanya the Evil. Costumes associated with organized hate groups are forbidden. This includes cosplay of the fictitious Knots or Knots-like organizations. From Hellsing, Tanya the Evil, Captain America, Indiana Jones, etc. Absolutely no SWAT imagery is allowed. Imagine being so stupid that you're so afraid of an image that you ban it, thus giving it more power. You know, I actually posted about this on Twitter. Here on Twitter, you can see the following. Germany is cucked and stupid. It's against the law to show the swastika. It's literally an ancient religious symbol, meaning the eternal wheel that turns the universe and shit. Oh, and by the way, Being X is basically a manifestation of the wheel. It's what handles reincarnation. It's basically a god. And that's why Tanya hates the wheel. He/she hates Being X. By banning symbols, you're just giving those symbols power. And it's completely true, folks. It's an ancient religious symbol. It was co-opted by somebody. But just because it was, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have religious or historical significance. And what was the official Anime NYC account promoting on Twitter just a couple of days ago? Tanya the Evil. Glory awaits. Enlist to see the saga of Tanya the Evil, the movie, tonight. Thanks to @Crunchyroll and Fathom Events. All hail the Emperor! Naturally, some anime fans were eager to point out their hypocrisy. The Knots and the regime did not begin until WW2. This anime clearly states it takes place in WW1. Therefore, the Knots did not exist then. Also, if you've banned cosplaying this character, why are you clearly promoting a movie where you claim that the Knot symbolism came from? Jeremy Pickle says, Naruto cosplay offends me. Can you please ban Naruto cosplay because it reminds me of a Knot uniform? Also forbidden from cosplay at Anime NYC, real or fictitious hate groups, including characters from Hellsing, Indiana Jones, and Captain America. That's right. You can't even cosplay as a Red Skull or a Hydra agent. Imagine being this much of a cuck. Imagine the soy. While a ban on explicitly Knots cosplay might make sense in today's political climate, no it doesn't. I can't for the life of me understand why they'd ban something like Tanya the Evil. The anime doesn't even feature nuts. It takes place in an alternate World War I. So not only do they have their facts wrong, they're just stupid. They see a good show about militaries and, the chain of command and tactics. It's a really logical show. It's actually pretty cool. And they say, oh, that's too strong for me. It's too much. Because the leftists are absolutely cucked. They're really weak. They don't have a lot of testosterone. They're basically pansies. They can't handle a military anime with an adorable, psychotic Japanese salaryman stuck inside a body of a little girl. So what else does the band cover? There's that mysterious etc. after all. What if you wanted to cosplay as Cobra Commander? He hates the Joes and America. Is Cobra considered a hate group? That is utterly ridiculous and leads into a bigger issue. This is just another example of how overly sensitive and easily offended the anime scene has become of late. There seems to be an effort to turn anime into a kinder, gentler shell of itself. I call it the cuckening. Blogs like Sci-Fi Wire have been decrying fascist imagery in anime for months now, and other geek blogs have been taking shots at anime like The Rising of the Shield Hero and Goblin Slayer. Based animes. Absolutely great animes, I also recommend those. And many of the companies that control American dubbed anime scene, most notably Crunchyroll and Funimation, have been accused by some anime fans of going too far left politically as of late. Yeah, there was that time where Crunchyroll literally subbed in a feminist line, like a line about feminism, that wasn't even in the source material. It's just another reason that dubs are trash. Oh, a dub is, so there's sub and dub. A dub is when they put English voices over the anime, and a sub is when they just translate it. So Sarian Wang replies to this, and this is what she has to say. Author of this article should think before writing. Fictional villains presented in animated art is very different from real people walking around public, dressed in clothes that resemble active hate groups. First of all, Tanya's not a villain. She's the hero. The convention is doing the right thing. Cosplayers, anime fans, and everyone reading this needs to understand. Please understand. Ryan Alexander says, and my hope for this world takes another hit. We cannot function if everything we do must be tailored to the most sensitive and ignorant among us. You have to be unaware, not of only the anime, but also the history to mistake a uniform for Tanya for a Nats one, as they bear little resemblance. For someone at a convention with people walking around in all manner of costumes to assume a person there is dressed like in actual Nats is a little far-fetched. And even if there's no simple solution, ask. Don't jump on social media to complain. Try educating yourself instead. Suddenly causing a gathering of actual nuts barely seems worth addressing, but I will anyway. Even if some ignorant person decided to start posting that they are nuts walking around at a convention, so what? Any actual nuts, of which there are thankfully precious few anywhere in the country, who saw the post would know that's not what they are. And even if they were too stupid to realize it, there aren't enough of them to spontaneously gather in a group of any size, so trying to stroke fears of a sudden nuts gathering at a convention is just plain hyperbole. And that's actually a rational and thought out response. I really doubt that Wang is going to understand. Darcy Callaghan says, I can hear the kvetching in NYC all the way from Canada. It truly is an intelligent thing to wave on an overt and uncalled for political statement in the face of the most dedicated anime fans, probably ruining a good portion of some cosplayer plans, rendering their cosplay effort null or outright canceling their plans. Oh, and I should have said this earlier, but cosplay is when you dress up as a character. Anime isn't a medium that will bend its knee to current year politics. No doubt something that's been loathed for the last few years now. And you know what? Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. Tanya the Evil is absolutely based. I look forward to seeing the movie. I look forward to everybody's favorite psychotic lolly. Go watch Tanya the Evil. It's good. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about Anime NYC? Do you think it makes sense to ban fictional characters? Let me know. If you want to support the content that I make, you can do so by joining me on Patreon, Subscribestar, or donating through PayPal. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.